What's going on, you guys? So a lot happened last season with the Washington Commanders, and we're not right very often. We've been married long enough to know that when you're right, you got to celebrate it a little bit. Not necessarily in front of your wife. That's a recipe for disaster in some cases. But we were right about the Commanders in a lot of respects. Went ahead and made it all the way to the NFC Championship game. And, I don't think it's that far-fetched to say that they could make a run at a Lombardi Trophy here in 2025. But there's still a lot to do. It's still OTAs. Everybody feels like they can make the postseason and make a run at this point. So it doesn't mean a whole lot right now, right? But we want to kind of keep you guys up with the latest, as the Commanders kind of continue throughout OTAs and everything. So a lot of things going on. Number one, not the end of the world. Terry McLaurin's holding out for a new contract extension. I mean, guys had like 5 1,000-yard seasons in a row and came off arguably one of his best seasons of his career with a quarterback that can actually throw in Jaden Daniels. So there is that. But I'm not really that worried about it. I think that they're going to get the contract situation figured out. He's going to be back in camp. And then we can put this whole thing behind us, hopefully. But that's the little piece of the news there. Also, I really don't know what to make of Marshawn Lattimore at this point. He was a no-show for OTAs thus far. And it's frustrating. But at the same time, I know that when the season comes down to it, Trey almost ready to take your spot, dude. We'll get to him in a second. But, I mean, when the season comes down to it, I think Lattimore will be fine. He'll be back. But I don't know. So we also mentioned Trey Amos. That dude's been balling. I'm really excited to see what Trey Amos. There was reports that the Commanders were actually kind of debating on taking Amos with their first selection instead of, them taking Josh Connerly, the tackle coming up out of Oregon. He'll probably play on the right side. But, Trey Amos, I think, could be a guy that comes in and starts in right away, or if not starts, at least pushes guys like Lattimore and the rest of the guys in the secondary there, opposite of Mike Sainristil, obviously. But still, I'm really excited to see what Trey Amos does. He's got a very, very bright future in the NFL, and I think that does not necessarily need to be said. As far as the rest of it, I also think that there is a lot going on just in terms of offensively with this team, because obviously you got Terry McLaurin, you got Debo, you got Noah Brown. You're going to have 5 wide receivers between all of them, but Lane and probably Luke McCaffrey, who makes this squad. But I don't know. I'm kind of going to be really interested to see who really makes the squad here. I'm really looking for Ben Sinnott to come out and break out in year 2, so I will have to see. But overall, the rookies have looked good. I think that guys like we mentioned and Amos are going to come in and play well right away. And so the 2 absences and the rookies are balling. And so I think right now we're in a spot where it is unfortunately the offseason program. We just got to continue to keep our heads up and just get through it. That's my biggest thing. I know a lot of people think that you don't want to ever get necessarily through anything. You want to have have a good time with things and keep getting better and all that stuff. But yeah, there's going to be a lot that kind of goes into it. But one more little tidbit here, and that I had seen so far is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, who was the Shrine Bowl offensive MVP. He's kind of balling out too right now, so that could really make things interesting for this running back room. Obviously, you don't really need to say anything about Brian Roberts Jr. Dude's a stud. Austin Eckler there too, but I mean, this could be a situation where you have a guy in JCM that comes in, that's right, I made an acronym, that comes in and makes some noise and maybe does squeak out some reps from Rodriguez. So we'll have to see how that all ends up. But Commanders continuing their work. We'll see how things shape up here as we head into the rest of the OTAs, training camp, and all that wonderful stuff. But overall, let us know what you guys think. The latest news surrounding the Washington Commanders. We'll be excited to bring you the latest. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.